Good morning, you guys. It's your girl Bree. I'm here with a quick little message. Some of us had to go within and see that we was laying or about to lay with forbidden people who God is not pleased with. Some of us was blinded by love or lust, but God allowed us to see what it really was. He allowed us to see ourselves in the mirror and change the things that needed to be healed. Some of us had abandonment issues. Some of us had sexual trauma. Some of us had mother and father issues. We had issues with money. We had issues with self love. We had issues with self respect. We had issues with pride and ego, issues with family, issues with laziness, issues all the way around the board. But God allowed us to heal and get on our destined path. Some of us didn't like the karma we had to receive for the things we did to ourselves. So God had to let us see we had to take accountability for ourselves. When we were unhealed, we did things without thinking. But now that we are healed, we don't make hasty moves and judgments. We must allow God to move upon our behalf at all given times. See, a lot of us was about to get ourselves wrapped up, tangled up, and tied up in a relationship, in a marriage, in a co-parenting situation that wasn't even meant for us. So God had to intervene and stepped in on our behalf, because some of us could have got caught up with STDs. Some of us got Every child is a blessing from God, but you also can have karmic children, and some of us would have been stuck raising children by ourselves without any assistance if God wouldn't have stepped in. A lot of people be single parents, but we're single parents by choice. We really don't have to be, we single parents by choice. But we were going to be single parents by being caught up if God wouldn't have stepped into a situation. A lot of us looked at somebody uh that we loved and care about, but their family had a financial generational curse on us, so we would never get ahead. Our money would never be stagnant. Our money would never be up. We would always be robbing Peter to pay Paul. A lot of us was trying to get into marriages, situationships with people, family who were dark and evil, and God had to remove us from that. Sometimes we be putting ourselves in a situation that God does not want us to be in. So he has to remove the scales from our eyes so that we can see. He has to put the mirror in front of our face so we can look at and see what's going on around us. A lot of times we be blindsided by love. Well, what we think is love is lust, and we get ourselves caught up in stuff that we shouldn't even be nowhere near, because we are divine beings. We are people here with a mission and assignment, and we let our lower self take over our higher self. I keep telling everyone, I say this all the time: whatever you feed the most is that's what you're gonna be in. So if you feed your flesh more than you feed your spirit, your flesh is winning and your spirit is not. But if you feed your spirit more than your flesh, I promise you would, because whatever in you gonna come out of you. So if love, peace, joy, and happiness is inside of you, it's gonna come out of you. But if bitterness, jealous, angry, and envious, and all this stuff is inside of you, that's what's gonna come out. Shh. That's what's gonna come out of you. So that you're make sure that you're walking in your true calling. Make sure you're walking in your true self, because a lot of times the devil will try to get you trapped up and stuff. We have to learn to realize, like, nothing goes before God. Nothing is done that God does not know about. Like I said, God sees all. If you pay attention in Job, he asked the devil, have you tried my good and faithful servant Job? And Job say, well, you got your hands on him. So God say, well, I'm going to take my hands off him, but touch everything but not his life. So what happened? Job was afflicted. His kids was cooking. His house was cooking. It was all this. And God seen that Job was faithful to God. No matter what the devil threw his way, he was faithful to God. And some of us, that's what God had to see. God had to allow us to go through a lot of things to see how faithful we were to him. And because we were faithful to him, because we are obedient to him, he's getting ready to bless us, open up the windows of heaven and pour us out blessings we don't even have room to receive. You understand? Our storehouses is about to be running over because of our obedience to him, because of the sacrifices that we have made, because we have choose to put our best foot forward and be a soldier for the army of the Lord, because we choose to do his will and his way in our life. Keep pressing forward no matter what it look like, no matter what nobody say or how nobody feel. Keep pressing forward and doing what you have to do for you and yours. Well, it's your girl Bree. I love you guys. I'm wishing you guys a blessed and prosperous Saturday. Peace.